Now, coming to you from the city of Lagos, it's Moments Nigeria. Tonight, it's mixed feelings in the studio as Michelle Dede moves on from Moments Nigeria and onto other ventures. It's all about Michelle Dede.
I didn't climb trees as a child and I grew into this adventurous adult. That's something that you guys don't know about me.
As we all say, we will miss you.
It's really, really, really great to have worked with you.
You too, both of you.
Thank you. Oh no, we're not gonna cry.
All that and more in a moment.
Today is a very special episode. One of us is leaving us. 3 has now become 2. This is the final episode with Michelle on Moments Nigeria. So let's get right into it. Mish, you ready?
In the hot seat, Michelle in the hot seat.
In the hot seat. All right, so what would you say has been your fondest memory of being on Moments?
You know what, there have been several.
Okay.
The very first episode that we did that was sort of the celebration, that one. That was really, really memorable, aside from the champagne, because I love champagne. But just doing it with you guys and the fact that we bonded, we clicked almost immediately. I won't lie, I was apprehensive about that. I mean, I had been on the show before as a guest and everything, and I knew you socially, but we didn't know each other. But honestly, and I'm not just saying this to patronize both of you, you made me feel welcome, and you made it easy. Because it's always a little bit scary when you're working with people that have been working together. If both of us came at the same time, then it would have been different. But thank you guys for doing that. So that would be number 1. Number 2, there was a guest that we had in Calabar when we were still filming in Calabar, Queen. The girl with a lot of hair. Her confidence was an eye-opener for me. I think I was really surprised at how confident she was. The fact that she made fun of us as well.
Yeah.
So, you guys think you look good, well, I look better than you do, etc., etc. And I thought, I love her confidence. So I loved that episode. And the episode that we did, I think it was last season, that we did with MA and Heidi. Because yes, we know who we work for, we know that she's inspiring to a lot of people, but to sit down and listen to her tell her story of how she started in one industry, then went into another, and her friends thought that she was crazy, basically, to be trying to do what she was doing. So I just I was looking at her with completely new set of eyes, like, oh my goodness, I knew that this woman was inspirational, but I didn't know to what extent. So those for me, those 3 were the top.
Definitely.
The top ones, yeah.
I mean, I think in general, you've just been, I love your personality. You have a great, there's something about you, Michelle, that is it's like a balance between compassion and also being very strict, if that makes sense.
It's weird.
You are one of the most compassionate people I know, but you're also very, very strict.
When it comes to certain things, it's weird.
For you, coming into EbonyLife TV, how was the process? Was it everything you expected?
You know when I came into EbonyLife TV, and I won't just mention Moments because my first experience with EbonyLife was on Desperate Housewives. Yeah. I was scared to death, I won't lie, because I hadn't acted before. I thought, oh my goodness, especially when Quinty called to offer me the job, I got off the phone. After praying, I thought, oh Lord, what have I gotten myself into? Like, how am I going to do this? And I was really grateful because she took the time and reassured me that, look, you auditioned, you got this job because we know that you can do this, so stop doubting yourself. So as much as it was a scary experience, it was a good one. And of course, I mean, when I got called to be offered the job for Moments Nigeria, I was excited because it's like you finish one project and then they're asking you to do something else. So it's like, okay, clearly they like what I'm doing. So it was a happy one. I was thankful.
That's good. I mean, with every sector, you have the good and the bad.
Of course.
So let's talk about some of those challenges, those challenging moments, that you experienced on Moments.
As far as challenges, I think there are always challenges wherever it is that you work, in whatever industry, whatever company you work for, there are always challenges. But the challenges are what make you stronger. You learn from them, and that's what I believe in.
What are some moments from Moments that absolutely, after shooting it, you went home and you were just laughing and you were like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this happened.
A lot of those moments were because of you. Honestly, no, but thank you for them, because Toke says sometimes the most random things. I don't know where she gets them from, but I will often go home and think, this is what Toke said, like, she's not okay. Like, you cannot be okay and come up with these things, but there've been so many. I can't think of one in particular that really made me laugh. There were a lot that made me cry, a lot that made me angry, and that's because of some of the guests that we interviewed, and especially for the couch episode, some of the situations that they had been in. There was a guest that had albinism. They were talking about the experiences that they had. One that had to move from where he was
Wait,
living
during
because they were,
NYC?
yes, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
doing his NYC and
I
they were
remember.
threatening to kill him.
Yeah.
So things like that really made me cry, and I never thought that I would cry on TV because I always kind of I'm like, okay, keep it together. But there have been several episodes.
Yeah.
The one on rape,
That was a hard
I
one.
was like, I think I was about to jump into the camera
Yeah,
because I was so angry
remember.
that you know, people were being raped by their relatives and father, for goodness
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah. Michelle, the fashion and the poses. So you call yourself the fashion chameleon,
Yes.
right? Where did that come from?
I think it was Yumi, someone that was styling me. She was she still is my stylist. She styled me for 2 seasons of Moments. And she had said, you're like a chameleon. Everything I put you in, you know, you make it look different. And I thought, okay, that's true. That's something that I was always told, you know, when I was in high school. I loved fashion. I've always loved fashion. I love dressing up and looking different. My eyes are very distinctive and the 5 heads, so it's kind of difficult to hide those. But I love experimenting with fashion, and also it's fun for me to be able to dress up because I feel as if I'm almost dressing up as a different character. So I started this thing on Instagram called Fashion Fridays, Michelle's Fashion Fridays. And then the Fashion Diaries of a TV host, just as a way to sort of have something interesting to post and just to have fun, really.
Yeah.
That was it. And I guess my background as a fashion design student probably played a large part.
So what about your future plans? Like, what's next?
You
for
know what? People
Michelle?
always ask the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And I remember we discussed it one Christmas episode, and I said that life happens. Life tends to happen to a lot of us. Life has happened for me. Life led me to this career. I had never planned to be a TV presenter. I wanted to be a fashion designer. That was my passion. That was it. And life and God led me into that. And I think, honestly, God led me into acting. I don't know what the future holds. There's certain things that I plan to do, including content. I've shot a few pilots, so I'm excited about those and getting them out and about.
Yeah.
I would also like to work abroad. I'm not done with Nigeria. This is where I'm from. I'm very proud to be a Nigerian, by the way. But I want to explore. I think, like I said, because life throws you different opportunities, it's to say yes and try something new. I tried my hand at presenting. I loved it. I dreaded acting for years, and then tried it. And you know, thank you, EbonyLife, for giving me that opportunity to play Tari. And to my knowledge, I think you guys are happy with what I did. So I'm looking forward to the next challenge. I don't know what that's going to be. Who knows? It might be
exciting.
behind the camera.
That's
well, we
awesome.
shall see. But Michelle, we're not done yet. We're going to be joined by someone who knows Michelle very, very well, and that's going to be coming up after this.
She was using it as a step ladder, and there she was, working out. And this look of, a manic look of, and she was actually saying it to the mantra. Wait, boom! Wait, boom!
No!
I was like, okay.
Joining us right now is someone who knows Michelle more than we do. She is youthful, as I just referred to her, looks absolutely stunning. I will try not to ask who is older between the both of them.
You
but
just
that's
did.
it.
Not just say they
She just had to. She just had to.
No,
throw that
no,
in
but
there.
you know what's cute
I'm
is
so
that
tired of people
while
asking
Tucker
that
was
question.
talking, you guys were having like such a sister moment.
Yes, I was eyeing her
Which is so cute.
because I was eyeing her.
So who's older?
She is
What's the age difference between you guys?
a lot.
A lot.
Can we move on, please? That I
There's
look
a lot.
older.
A
Yes.
lot, yes.
What?
Wow.
What do you mean a lot?
A lot.
A
Like
lot.
10 years?
No.
Well, less than.
Well,
more,
like-
than more than 3 years, less than 10 years.
Okay,
More
that's
than 3. Michelle, what happened?
I don't know.
We
this
can
is
talk
supposed to be
about it over a drink.
But
No, but no, Gigi,
you're
thank you so
welcome.
much for
Yeah.
joining us.
Thank you.
We thought, I mean, we cannot do this episode without getting some inside scoop, knowing what she was like as a child.
The shade.
What was
that's
it like
about to be
growing up
thrown.
with Michelle?
The shade.
Well, for the longest time, Michelle was the baby of the house. So the absolute pampered princess, last born. Whatever Michelle wanted, Michelle got. And if she didn't get it immediately, she knew how to get it from my dad, who absolutely adores her. Although she did get, you know, funny enough, when on occasion when my dad would restrict, which wasn't regularly, she would get that too. So it was odd. She was pampered on one hand, and then she got the short end of the stick on the other hand. And then if there was CNN back then, she would have worked for it. She was a tattletale. I will tell on you. She knew I mean, those big eyes were not for nothing, you know. Knew who everybody was, you know, what they were doing, when they were doing it, what you weren't supposed to be doing, and.
So was she the goody two shoes in the house?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Right from when she was little, she was a lady.
So what
Absolutely.
lady?
Yeah, she
What
was a
does
lady.
lady?
She was a lady. She had the girly toys and everything in its place, and nice and pink, and
I hated pink, but yeah, everything was pink.
yeah, everything was pink. All the dolls, when she had Barbies, and she had all of them, and she had the Barbie house and the car, and everything was in pristine condition all the time. And she was always never climbed trees, never did any of that, and she was always a lady.
Which is really weird, because I didn't climb trees as a child, and I grew into this adventurous adult.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
something that you guys don't know about me, because
she's
we don't
very-
necessarily. I'm very adventurous.
Actually, she's a jock. In
was in
secondary
high
school.
school.
Swimming, basketball, netball, track, field, javelin, everything.
100
You
meters,
wouldn't
200
believe it with
meters.
this getup, but she's
I was
very much a
really,
jock.
really into sports. I was very athletic. I was very competitive when it came to sports.
is competitive.
Were there any fun, quirky, weird, exciting stories from your childhood?
I remember one time we were on holiday, and I was tired. I just like the flight in, and because we lived in Ethiopia at the time, and I wake up to the sound of banging, and this boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And I stagger out of bed, stagger out of my room, and Michelle, this makeshift thing she was using as a step ladder.
It was like
a
this,
trunk.
something like this.
It was like a trunk box, but it was like a metal trunk box, and that was what she had. She was using it as a step ladder, and there she was, working out, and this look of, it was manic
Yeah.
look of, and she was actually saying it to a mantra. I'm going to lose some weight. Boom! I'm going to lose some weight. Boom!
No!
I was like, how old was I? I must have been like 14 or something.
14.
I was, you don't understand.
Because
Like I was
fashion,
obsessed.
she wanted to be a
Fashion,
model, etc.
exercise. I was obsessed. Like I didn't even drink. If juice, unless the juice came out of the fruits, it's like, are you going to put that in your body? Your body's a temple. You shouldn't soil it with soft drinks. I was like,
Oh my
She
gosh,
was
Michelle.
such a
No, I
pain.
was-
So you were an intense person.
No, Michelle is
when it
intense.
came, I am still intense. But when it came to exercise and fashion, like, no.
So
Okay,
from the
Najee, you're
beginning.
going to share some more stories with us. This is just
This is incredible.
so
I'm just looking,
interesting.
I'm grinning.
I
fun
know.
stuff.
I'm literally
It's like-
just listening.
And I have a picture of Michelle on the box. Good to lose some weight. Good to lose some weight.
All right, coming up shortly, the conversation continues with Najee as we wish Michelle goodbye.
What was it like having to see your sister come into the same industry? Did you always have to watch her back, or was she all right?
Yeah, she's so talented, and I'm one of her biggest fans.
Thank you.
So I can actually fams without, it being bad, because
Yeah.
we are actually family. So I can fams.
But
you.
I like the fact that when you think I'm not doing it right, you're like, no, you
No,
can do
it's
better.
rubbish,
It's like,
yeah.
what is that? No, you can do better than that. So, and I take criticism quite well because
Yeah.
it helps me.
Yeah.
I do. When it comes to
She's
when it comes
her
to
own
work,
biggest
I am.
critic.
Yes,
I
you
am.
are. Thank you so much, Najee, for coming and sharing some memories with us.
I know.
Teaching us about who Michelle is a bit
Sibling
more.
love. We love little moments.
All right.
Even though I get on your nerves, I love you though.
But
I love you though.
love
you guys are so cute.
I know they are.
All right, the celebration of Michelle Dede continues after this. Welcome back to Moments Nigeria. Today on the show, we're wishing Michelle adieu, and we have a question of the day that I don't want to go into my archives because I'm probably gonna cry. But what's your favorite memory of Michelle Tucker?
I've got so many memories with and of Michelle, but hey, which one do I pick right now? I mean, I'm sorry, it's so cheesy, but it will have to be her asking the questions and getting. Alfred and Michelle always just used to just make me laugh all the time. I would always know when she's going to break. I can tell from her head when she sees something that is quite not.
I think-
as you could just tell her countenance, everything just changes, and she just zones in.
Yeah, and I think what's
on that.
interesting is the beginning, Tucker and I used to try to be like, no, Michelle, just go with
do
it,
it,
go
just
with
do
it.
it.
After
And
a few
then
times, we
you're
were
just
like, nah, when she's ready, she's ready. You just sit back and you're like, you good now? Okay,
yeah,
let's go.
Let's go. No, when she gets into the zone, when she gets into it, it's like, you know, you
Yeah, but that's,
literally have to
you
shake
know
her
that
out.
stopped after a while. Do you know what it is?
No, it hasn't.
Michelle has not.
It stopped.
It
after
got
a
Michelle,
while.
worse.
you think
Michelle.
it has?
No, it stopped. Don't you?
Michelle, do you know
no,
that-
a couple of episodes where you weren't here when we were shooting. What
Okay,
happened?
yeah. It did
We're just
stop.
like, yeah, okay.
No, but
Yeah.
Michelle, let me tell you
Uh,
what you're like. If it's a topic that you are very passionate about.
No, if it's a topic I'm passionate
Michelle, you
about, I have
talk
to express
beyond
myself.
the time.
Oh, I have to.
Michelle, me and Bola will just be like,
I have to. You know, you talk, no, but you know what? You talk a lot about certain things. For me, if it's a particular topic, I'm like, no, my
and
voice
this is
must be
Michelle.
heard.
Yeah. So you did say we'll miss you. Was that after or before? So after we'll miss you.
Mike
what
is going
now?
like this, and we're like, girl, side
And then me and her
out.
will not catch it up. Just let it go. Just don't worry. Almost now. It runs into the next part. She's just a trip. I mean, Michelle.
No, but I think it's great because you're so passionate about so
my
many
God.
things. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely hilarious. But you know what I think is also great is that we've allowed each other to be who we are.
Yes. Yeah.
Because as much as you could get frustrated with it, it's like, that's Michelle. You take it or you leave it. Favorite memory, I think, you know what's funny is the episode we had with Nice, that episode,
yeah.
because you knew how Nice was like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
Michelle,
didn't
you
know.
didn't know.
I didn't know.
Michelle's reactions.
I didn't know.
Absolutely.
Because I was like, half of the time when he was saying things, I was like, huh? You said what?
Yeah.
I was in
Yes,
shock.
that was one episode
About
where
his
Michelle
views.
was like,
That was hilarious.
if she could just put him on her lap and give him the spanking of the century, she would.
Oh, your face expressions
She
were
would.
hilarious.
But you know, what tops it up for me is we could all look at ourselves and we all know what we're thinking. And you don't get that from working with everyone.
Yeah,
So it's amazing how it's like the gloves, it just fits, you know. I could be tired and I've had a long day and Michelle just knows. So she doesn't even leave it to me. It's time for Tucker to do one link and Michelle does it. So
Yeah.
I will miss that girl who, you know, brings it every single time when it's time to work. And even when it's time to talk about personal things, like she's an ardent listener.
Yeah.
You listen, you remember, and it's really, really, really great to have
Yeah.
worked with you.
You too. Both of you.
Thank you. Oh, no, we're not going to cry. We're
No,
going
we're
to
not
pop
gonna cry. We're gonna drink
champagne.
champagne.
Before we
We're gonna
go,
drink
so we're
champagne.
going to do a toast to Michelle. I'm going to attempt to open this. I can't even pretend. This is not my skills. I don't really drink much.
You know what?
Yeah.
Because your parents are
Don't mind
watching.
me, don't mind me.
Because
I'm
your parents
opening
are
it.
watching, we'll
I'm
keep
opening
quiet.
it.
But so
Alright.
you are supposed to do the lyrics to...
Okay, so
I
you're
can't,
singing.
you know, I can't.
can't
You're supposed to, Tucker, you're supposed to start the song and then I do the rap.
So long.
Woo!
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Something like that.
Something. Then
You know what? Let's leave the song. We can't remember the words.
Michelle, but you have to. This
We
is the
can't
last
remember.
thing.
You guys are the ones that are supposed to sing. I'm supposed to do the dancing.
Let me
Are
see
you
if I-
why are you rationing my portion?
No, I'm not rushing.
The
I
girl
wanted
needs
to-
a drink.
I wanted to pour
Alright.
it like they do in the restaurants.
It's okay.
Put my hand on that and everything.
The girl needs a
You
drink.
open that very skillfully, Bolani, for somebody that doesn't drink.
I never.
Oh my God. I can't believe this is Michelle's last episode. Whoever is coming next, please be cool. Be as cool
Amen.
as Michelle is.
Okay, and I'm
They will
waiting
be.
for you.
We are waiting
They
for
will
ya.
be. Wouldn't it be interesting? No, you couldn't have a guy, right?
No,
You never know.
I don't want a guy.
You don't want a guy? Why?
All our in-house secrets, like. I don't
okay,
want to
that's
share
There's
that
too
with
much
you.
gist that goes
That's
on this
true.
set.
That's
So what-
true.
what
that's
are we
true,
chasing
that's true,
to?
That's true.
This is to. Okay, this is
Oh,
to.
you guys are the ones making
Okay.
the toast.
Okay, Michelle, this is to a bigger you,
Amen.
a higher
Not-
level.
Amen.
This is to amazing doors opening.
Amen,
This is to
sister.
husband, children.
Amen.
Amen. We're wearing Ashebi.
Amen.
That's it. That's the spirit.
Yes. Michelle, we're going to miss you so much. Thank you for being such a star on this show and also for being just always bringing authenticity, you know,
Yeah.
and just the synergy has been amazing and we're going to miss you.
I'll miss you guys too.
Oh, cheers.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, EbonyLife TV. Thank you.
All right.
This is the very, very last time that you're going to hear me say this, but I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you've learned something new about me. And always, as always, remember, if you can think it, you can do it.
Moments was brought to you by Axis Bank W Initiative.